The decision tree is another popular ML algorithm that can be used for both classification and regression problems. Now, for a regression problem here, we're going to import the decision tree regressor class from the tree module. Again, here, the first thing we want to do here is to create an instance of this decision tree regressor class. Again, there are one parameter here. We're going to use a max underscore depth, right? So if we go to the API reference here, you can find it here. You can see we have classifier and for regressor. So you click on regressor here. What is of importance for us here is the max depth, right? So here, simply the max depth parameter here. Again, this is just allows us to specify the number of nodes from the root to a leaf node in the tree. So it specifies the maximum you can go, again, from the root to a leaf node in the tree. Now, by setting this parameter here, right, for example, by setting it the max depth parameter here, it just provides a way to control the complexity of the decision tree, right? So for instance here, if you give a value that is a large maximum depth, this will result in a more complex tree, right, with more splits. Again, this might lead to overfitting problem. But if you give also a very small value, again, with a smaller maximum depth, this will result in a very simple tree with fewer splits, right? Again, this will lead to the problem of underfitting. So again, this max depth, provides us to, it just gives us a choice to, kind of balance the trade-off between overfitting and underfitting. Now that we've done that, we fit our model, okay, using this method .fit, and then we predict on the test set, and then we actually store this under this variable here, y underscore pred underscore dt, right? And then we evaluate this. You can see now our R squared here compared to ridge and linear is slightly lower, but also higher than KNN. Okay, and we can also display this using histogram here. You can see here there's some gap a little bit, not so much, but linear regression and ridge regression still provide us a better model. But still, there will be opportunity to fine tune a little bit. Might decide to use cross validation or maybe use grid search to see whether we can find the optimal parameters that can help us to increase the performance. Next, we'll look at other regression classifiers and see whether provide a better performance than what we've already seen.